These are cubes. We know they're cubes because the width, height, and length are all the same. This one is special. If this is 1 centimetre, this is 1 centimetre, and this is also 1 centimetre, then the volume of this cube is 1 centimetre cubed. To find the volume of this cube, what we need to do is work out how many of these will fit into it. If I take the cube apart, I can see that it's made up from 8 of the smaller cubes, so we say it has a volume of 8 centimetres cubed. A quick way of getting this answer is to say that if the width is 2, the length is 2, and the height is 2, then the volume is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8. So the volume is 8 centimetres cubed. This is a cuboid because the width, the length, and the height are not all the same this time. To find the volume of this cuboid, we could take it apart like this. We can then see that it was made out of 12 small cubes, so the volume is 12 centimetres cubed. Or we could use the quick way. The width is 2, the length is 3, and the height is 2. So the volume is 2 times 3 times 2. 2 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12. So to summarise, to find the volume of a cuboid, we use this formula. The volume, V, equals the width times the length times the height. And it's measured in centimetres cubed or millimetres cubed or metres cubed, depending on the question. Here's a question for you to try. Press pause and have a go at it. When you're ready for the answer, press play. We know that the volume is given by the width times the length times the height. The width of this cuboid is 5, the length is 10, and the height is 10. So we have 5 times 10 times 10. This gives me 500 centimetres cubed. Here are 2 more for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them. When you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. This question is no more difficult. We use the same formula. The width is 2.5. The length is 4. And the height is 5. 2.5 times 4 times 5 gives me 50 centimetres cubed. Here are 3 questions for you to try. You're allowed to use a calculator for these questions. Press pause and have a go. When you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. I can see that this shape is made up from these 6 cubes here, and another identical 6 here, and another identical 6 here. So to find the volume, I can do 6 multiplied by 3. This gives me 18 centimetres cubed. Here's one of those for you to try. Press pause and have a go at it. When you're ready for the answer, press play. I can see that we have 4, 5, 6, 7 cubes here, another 7 here, and and here, and here, and here. So I have 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gives me 42 centimetres cubed. This is one of the harder questions that you might get on volume. We know the volume of this cuboid and we need to work out the length. To do this, we're going to use the formula. If I look at the diagram, I can see that the width is 5 and the height is 10. If I put these numbers into my formula, I get that the volume, which is 550, equals the width, which is 5, times the length, which I don't know, so I'm going to leave it as L, times the height, which is 10. Now, 5 times 10 is 50, so this gives me that 550 is 50 times by L. Now, to work out what L is, I could use trial and improvement in my calculator and see what number I times by 50 to get 550. But another way of doing it is to divide the 550 by 50, and this will always work. 550 divided by 50 is 11, so L is 11 centimetres. Here's a question for you to try. Press pause and have a go at it. When you're ready for the answer, press play. Here's the answer. I'm going to do this question in the same way. I know that the volume is 313.6. The width is 7. I don't know the length. And the height is 1.6. So 313.6 equals 7 times 1.6, which is 11.2, times by the length L. To get the answer, I'm now going to do 313.6 divided by 11.2. The answer I get is 28 centimetres. Here are 3 questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them. When you're ready for the answers, press play. Here are the answers. In this question, notice that you are looking for the width, not the length, but you still use the same method.